Hi, this is Lotti and this is Josiah. This is my book and I hope you will enjoy it. My Name is Josiah by Lotti Ellis. I am 7 years old. These are my parents and this is my little brother Sam. Before I was born, it was only my beautiful mommy and my strong daddy. After they got married, they lived together in a lovely house, and then I came along. One day, my mommy started feeling unwell, and soon she found out that I was growing inside her belly. I started out as a little raisin, but quite quickly I grew larger. First to the size of a blueberry, then a cherry, a tangerine, an apple, then a mango, and next a squash. I then was as big as a cantaloupe, and finally a watermelon. I was very safe in my mommy's belly. She took good care of me, but I was getting a bit uncomfortable, so after spending 41 weeks in my mommy's womb, I needed to come out. Daddy took mommy and I to a big hospital near our home, and I started coming out. It was very exciting. But in the wee hours of the morning, something started to go wrong. I was becoming very uncomfortable and things were starting to really hurt. I couldn't hear my mommy's voice or feel her soft hands. I couldn't breathe and everything was turning dark around me. For a while, it was very quiet. Then there was some light and wires, tubes and needles. I was hurting and really missed my mommy. I started crying because I was so afraid. Then she came and she had me in her arms. She whispered in my ears. I recognized her voice, so I opened my eyes and was very excited to see her. She gave me warm milk and kissed me so many times I lost count. Daddy also came to me. I could hear his steps getting closer. He lifted me up in his big, strong arms. I felt safe. It was so good when they took all the wires and needles out. I was still uncomfortable, but I loved being held by my mommy and daddy. When we went home, we had lots of visitors. They all gave me butterfly kisses, but I still love my mommy's soft kisses the best. I also met doctors, nurses, and therapists. They all wanted to see me and move me about. Sometimes they even poked me. There were really nice doctors as well. They tickled me and laughed when I giggled. But something wasn't quite right. I couldn't move my hands and legs the way I wanted to. I was looking for my thumb, which I used to suck in mommy's womb, but I just could not find it. For a very long time, I thought I really lost it, but eventually, mommy helped me find it. It was a real struggle to put it in my mouth though, not how I remembered from before. I loved having baths. The soft warm water reminded me of the time when I was as small as an apple or a mango. But I couldn't catch the little ducks in my bathtub or the boat Daddy put in the water for me. When Mommy put me on the bed, I tried to roll over. I tried really hard, but I just stayed there. I tried to twist and wiggle, but couldn't turn around. I really disliked it when Mommy or Daddy put me on my stomach. My arms were not strong enough to help me stay on them, so I would fall on my face and sometimes hurt my nose. I saw a lady called Edith every week. She was helping me learn to find and use my hands and legs better. It was a real struggle, but I remember the first time I managed to roll over. It was hard, but I was so glad when I turned. I didn't stay on that side long, but I still felt very proud of myself. It took me a long time to learn to push up like a cat. I was 8 months old. I could see much better from there. After a longer time, I learned to sit up and from there to move about. I couldn't crawl like my little brother, but more like a little bunny. I hopped. It was great being able to get about in the house on my own. Once we went to the hospital where a nurse gave me something to drink. It tasted funny and made me feel dizzy. I fell asleep and Mommy later told me that I had to go in this super cool tube which took a picture of my head from the inside. After the doctor saw the photos, he told my mommy and daddy that I had cerebral palsy. They were big words for me, but I thought it had something to do with the way I was moving and maybe why I couldn't speak. My daddy one day bought me a really special pushchair. It was called a wheelchair. The back wheels were very big and the ones at the front much smaller, and they swiveled. It was more comfortable than my other pushchairs I had before. But I also noticed after this that when we went for a walk or shopping, the other children looked at me and sometimes laughed. There were other times when they just stared like I couldn't see them. Sometimes they whispered or pointed their finger at me. I really wanted to talk to them, say hello and how are you, but I couldn't. I wanted to be friendly, but their mummies quickly pulled them away. I felt very sad and hurt. I just wanted to be friends. My little brother looks out for me lots of the time. He sometimes holds my hand and plays with me when I am home. He has lots of friends, which is great fun. I wish I could talk so that I could make some friends too. I am learning a lot every day, counting, spelling, and more. But what I would really like is to be able to play outside, run around with the other children, and sing my heart out. But I am trapped in a body that doesn't do what I want. When I started school, I found out that there are other boys and girls like me. Some had a tough birth like me. Some came very early and were so little they could fit in their mommy's hand. There are also others who are unwell because something was wrong in the womb. But what really matters is that we are all like other children in the world. We like to play with balls and cars and ride our bike, but everything is more difficult and just takes a bit more time. Although I can't talk to you or hear everything you say, please come and sing a song with me or tell me about your day. All I want is to be like you, talk and walk with ease, jump and skip and swim like all the others who I see at the playground each day. I was told I'm disabled and my wheelchair is only a tool. I'm learning to prop myself and maybe I will manage to learn a trick or two. All children, those who are healthy and those who are disabled like me, have a lot of things in common. We love to talk or sing and play, and we like having friends. Please don't be afraid of me. Just take a chance and talk to me and make me smile today.